Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining us today. If this is your first time, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for the continuous support.
That's right.
So we are back again, and today we are talking about one of the pathways with which you can use to come to Canada. And the program is called the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nomination Program. SINP for short, right? And now this is a kind of pathway that is peculiar to the province of Saskatchewan. You can tell already by the name of the program. So we are going to be delving into it, and this is an option for people that would generally not make the normal or the usual express entry program, right? Federal Skill Workers program. This is also an option for you, and something you can choose to explore, especially because of some things that we are going to be discussing.
That's right.
So to kickstart, about the SINP now.
So essentially you want to even check if you would even qualify at all, if you'll be eligible to apply. So you can start by checking using the SINP calculator, and we'll drop the link to the calculator in the description box. But when you run the calculator, you want to run it with all your qualifications, education, work experience, if you have somebody in Saskatchewan and all. But you must amass 60 points minimum before you're able to apply. The total maximum points anybody can have using this calculator is 110. But for you to be able to apply or show your expression in coming to that province, you must amass at least 60 points. If you run it and you see that you amass 60 points, then you are on your way to start, the application process, and you'll be good to go.
Yes, so essentially what we are saying is that the SINP program is also a points-based system, very similar to the Express Entry FSW program. However, the difference is that with the SINP, the minimum score that you need to have in order to be able to apply for that program is 60 points. Which is quite low.
Right? Well, it depends, because to amass that 60 points is not easy.
It's not easy.
You would have masters and all. But I would like to chip in here that if you have somebody that is a family member in the province of Saskatchewan, it will get you 20 points at least. And if you have that 20 points added to every other thing, you definitely
so you need is just 40 points. Which now leads me to ask, now to qualify for this SINP, do you need to have family in Saskatchewan?
No, you don't. You don't need to have family in Saskatchewan to qualify, because you don't. But if you now have a family member, there is an additional 20 points.
That gives you 20 points, right? But you do not. You can amass that 60 points by yourself without having family there. However, if you have family, it will be better for you because you get that extra 20 points.
And the interesting thing is that for them, unlike Alberta zone, where that family member must be either your brother, your sister, or your parents,
your blood relation, nuclear family.
For Saskatchewan, it could be your brother, sister, uncle, cousin, aunt, half brother. I mean, it's means
so
it's a very
just say
wide
family,
list.
right? Family in whatever degree.
So if you think about it, do you have any extended family member in Saskatchewan that is willing to allow you add their name to your application, that you know them? 20 points, and I'm sure you will definitely enter the 60 points. So
so pretty much that's it. But just a few facts here about the SINP program. The latest draw was done on August 16 of 2023. And they invited 642 people. They were given what we call ITA, which is what? An invitation to apply for the permanent residency program. And the cutoff for that particular draw was what? 60.
So can you imagine? I mean, the minimum for you to apply is 60 points, and the cutoff was 60 points.
Although I think it's just good for us to say that the latest draw that they did was actually a very peculiar one, because they targeted some specific countries, mostly European countries and India, right? But prior to that one, the last one they did, the cutoff was 69, and that was general, right? So that's just something for us here to take note. And so pretty much now let's talk about the steps. So let's say, okay, I have, I ran the system.
Yep.
And I see that I score 60 points. What are the next steps for me to do? How do I go about this?
Yep. So what you need to do essentially is, number one, you need to create an expression of interest. You submit it. So you go to, we'll drop the link also in the box. You go to their website and create an expression of interest. An expression of interest is not an application. It's just for you to let them know that you're interested in coming to Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, then the next step follows.
Yeah, so just like the word expression of interest. You're expressing your interest that you want to come into this province. But of course, you feel that there's a link, you feel that you create that, or you do that, you fill up that form, and then of course you submit it.
That's right.
Now,
sorry, I was going to say, I didn't know what I was saying. When you create your expression of interest, there are two options for you. You could either create it and select that you are expressing your interest in the occupation in demand route or the Saskatchewan Express Entry route.
Yeah.
So those are the two options you have. And for the first one is, if you think your occupation, so they have this occupation in demand list on their website. If you think your occupation falls into that category, then you can choose the first one, occupation in demand. But if you think it doesn't, you can still choose the Saskatchewan Express Entry route. And for that one, it's more general.
That's a general pool, basically. So pretty much, once you do that, you create that expression of interest.
That word route, is it route or route?
I don't know.
People say route, some people say route. When I was talking now, I said route, then I said route. But whichever one it is, just choose your own.
Route, pathway. I mean, you get it.
But one of them
right?
should be correct.
Y'all get it. So anyway, so once you do that step, right? Once you create that expression of interest, then you go ahead to apply for that particular program, the SINP program, right? So you must create that expression of interest. Then you will, after you've done that, you will now apply for that Saskatchewan Immigration Nomination Program.
But that comes only after you've been invited to apply.
Yes, absolutely. So once you created the expression of, interest, and they look at the back end, they look at your profile, oh, fantastic, we want this person. They issue you something called what? An ITA. That is invitation for you to come and apply. So once you get that invitation to apply, then you go and apply to the Saskatchewan Immigration Nomination Program. Usually at that point, they will ask you for variety of documents.
All those things you claim that you had.
All those things that you put in that your expression of interest. If it's like the occupation, the experience, you have to back it up, education, the family that you claimed, you just put supporting documents, proof of funds and stuff. You put all of that, you submit it for that SINP. Now that is done at the provincial level. So once they go through your file, they give you usually, I think it's about 60 days, I'm not sure, maybe 30 days. Then you submit, they look at it, and if everything is okay with them, they give you something called what? Well, they give you 600 points.
It's not called. I was trying to say called waiting.
Called what?
Called
it's not
waiting.
called anything.
600 points.
Or they give you 600 points, right?
So 600 points. That's a joker.
What do you do with that 600 points?
So for all these programs, by default, you must already, or you should have a profile in the federal one, which we've talked about in some of our videos. The federal one. So FSW, the express entry pool, the federal government one. So with that 600 points, you then go into the pool, your profile in the federal one, and let them know that, see, I've gotten a nomination of interest, NOI. I've gotten NOI from Saskatchewan. And that gives you 600 additional points. Current cutoff, as at the most recent draw they did, was 590 something.
No, it was 496.
Did I say is it 496?
Yes, the last one was 496.
Sorry, 490. 490 something, not 490 something. So with 600 points, even if you don't have any other thing, 600 points, you're
already qualified, right?
Qualified.
But basically, with that 600 points, you add it to the existing
points that
you had in the general pool, right? And that automatically shoots up your points. We see people with PMP nomination having points around 900, 800, 1,000, and the cutoff is just around the bracket of 400, and so there's no how they're not going to call you in the next draw that they're going to do. So pretty much that's how it works. And once you get, once you do all of that and you go and apply in the federal government pool, You see all those documentation that you submitted for the SINP, you will resubmit
Definitely.
all over again, because at the federal level they will ask you, you know, as per they will ask you, so you resubmit. The first one you did was for the province to be able to give you that 600 points.
Yes.
Now that they've given you to process your PR, you will submit all those documentation again under the federal government, you know, pool that you have been called. So you do that, and yeah, once they process your application, God willing, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, or 1 year, or whatever number of months, you know, they use.
The average is typically 6 months. Anyway,
average is 6 months, but of
depends.
course, some people are earlier, some people are later. And yeah, so once they do that, they give you your PR, basically. So far, your documentation gels, right?
Yeah.
They give you your permanent residence. And now, because you applied under the PNP program, Saskatchewan to be precise, you are expected to land there and live there for a certain period of time.
At least advisable to get your passport and become a citizen.
Yeah,
so you don't get a nomination from a province and go live in another province. You could run into trouble later on when you want to apply for citizenship. You know?
So pretty much that's how it works under the provincial nomination program, SINP to be precise.
Yes, guys, that's it. That's one of the pathways by which you can come to Canada. We will share more pathways in our subsequent videos. But before you go, remember to smash the like button and subscribe.
Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We need it. What number are we trying to get to now?
We're trying to get to
5,000.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to 5,000. We know that with your help, we can do it.
That's right.
Right? So, subscribe. Pretty much. So that's it, guys, for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video. Hopefully, we get to do more videos outside. We're already getting to that period where the longer day is packing its bag and going.
But it's still not bad. It's currently 7:30 now.
Yeah, it's still not bad.
7:30, 8:30, sorry.
It would usually be brighter than this, and the sun will still be out. But again, we're already moving out of that cycle. Anyway, guys, see you.
Bye.